Boss collection logs have been out for around 5 months now, and recently Mod Ryan has given us an update for how many of each title is in game. Currently for my collection, I've got all of the God Wars Dungeon 1 completed, Queen Black Dragon and King Black Dragon, and I've picked away at other titles such as those for God Wars Dungeon 2 and Corp Piece, but have yet to finish any of those. Taking a look at the list of titles in game, and my King Black Dragon title is apparently 1 out of 113, making it a fairly rare title to hold. My thoughts on the KBD title being so rare is the rarity is brought upon due to the Dragon Rider boots and gloves being fairly rare, along with KBD not being the most profitable monster to kill in game. Anyone going for the Last Rider title typically is going for it because they're a collector of titles and such, and not something that they would be achieving if they were looking to be making some decent money, so most people do tend to stick away from killing the King Black Dragon. The Queen Black Dragon title has a relatively high count, and this could be likely brought upon due to its fairly decent GP per hour, along with drops not being terribly uncommon. People can have their dry streaks at QBD, but in general the unique drops are plentiful compared to other bosses in game. These two factors can be said for quite a few of the bosses on this list as well, including my other titles from God Wars Dungeon 1. Now let's take a look at the boss titles that surprised me the most, starting off with the top of the list at Araxi. There are currently 1,449 titles from Araxi in game. I knew Araxi was fairly popular, and the drops can definitely be camped and achieved in a timely manner, but having over 1.4 thousand people with the title did catch me a bit off guard. Going down onto the list to the second one, the Barrows title was a bit of a surprise as well, but at just how low the count was still, only 11 people having achieved the title since the update, being receiving all drops from Barrows and claiming their Grave Robber title. Barrows title can be tricky to get as you'll end up with a lot of duplicates, but only 11 people achieving this feat is quite low even for content as old as Barrows. And the last title that was a bit of a surprise to me was the Next title, with 234 people having completed it. Next is a very popular boss to kill, and I would have thought this number would be higher than only a couple hundred people. I was expecting some around the amount of Magister, which is 633. Next can be fairly good money and easily duoed or soloed if you're inclined to do so, but I suppose there are quite a few drops and easy to get duplicates, which must be providing this with a bit more difficulty than I initially have thought. And that's the update for the titles listed in game, and that's going to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've gotten any titles yet from the list, and don't forget that I will be streaming again this week, again over on Twitch starting about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and going till about midnight. Most likely doing some Corp Piece title grinding or possibly some God Wars Dungeon 2 to mix things up. That's going to do it for me, and I'll see you in the next one.